my screen visible?
Um, yes.
Yes. Yes, it is, Abhinav. We can see that.
Okay. So basically, it's a 5 day of course. Okay. And on the day one, I used to tell about working on the sync editor tool. So I believe that you all are aware that like one identity is divided into several different tools. Okay. So there is designer for different jobs, manager is for doing different kind of jobs. Then we have object browser, then we have job queue. So there are the one identity complete thing is divided into different tools, like it's the work is bifurcated into different tools. Okay, so based on that I used to give the training. Okay, so the first day is on the sync editor. Like we have out of the box connectors. So out of the box connectors are configured over here in the sync editor. Okay, so the first day will be working on sync editor tool, then configuring AD project and execute provisioning, deprovisioning of users and groups, configure CSV project and execute synchronization steps to demonstrate a sync with naive database. Okay, then working on workflows, mappings. So this all is part of sync editor. Everything which I'm telling over here is all part of sync editor. Over here we have workflows, mappings, and custom configuration. So everything is over here. Then we have provisioning. So like once we have created the complete project and we have done the connection to the target system AD, so then we will be calling the provisioning through process and designer tool. So designer is another tool that we will discuss later. Then day two will be working on manager tool. So again, like manager tool is something that operations team or BAU team will be working more on. So it will give you the overview of everything what's happening. Like if you want to see the employee records, you want to see the departments, cost centers, you want to see the attestation process, you want to see the workflow. So you can see everything over here in one place, that is manager. Okay. So over here we have working on manager tool, creating custom approval policies, workflows, creation of system roles, entitlements, and the use of UNS groups. That why do we use UNS group Bs over here in one identity? Then we have creation of base roles and the changes in web portal. Okay, raise request on behalf of couple of employees for onboarded application in web portal to check whether application goes through approval. So this is about the web portal that we'll check in the web portal part. Then on the day third, when you have learned a little bit about one identity and it's working, we'll be working on the designer tool too. So designer tool is something that is mostly used by the developers. Okay, so if you have to write a script, so basically in one identity we write scripts using VB.NET, Visual Basic.NET. Okay, so if you have to write the script code, you have to create new processes, you have to create new templates, mail templates, you have to work on the base configuration. So everything is done over here in the designer tool. So this is a tool that is completely used by the developers. So over here in day three, we'll be working on the designer tool, like creation of custom processes and doing the automation, creation of custom script. Script is again that VB.NET script, configuring base data and schedules, using a transporter to create a TP. So transporter is again a different tool that is used to, like whenever you have worked on a little bit. So whenever you want to update that same changes to different environments, so we use transporter to transport the changes to different environments. So that is transporter.
Okay.
Then on day four, we have different other tools like object browser, web designer, report editor, schema editor, job queue, and how to create and execute workflows. So this all will be done on day four. So these are simple tools, so that is why I am covering all these tools on day four. And the next day will be Q&A or hands-on. If there is time, we'll work on the hands-on part.
Okay. So,
So
Mm,
yeah.
Abhinav, actually nowhere I can see this SPP, SPS, SPA here in this
Sorry, what?
topics.
Yes.
Normally one identity safeguard. So we have SPP, SPS, and SPA, right? Safeguard privileged passwords and privileged sessions and privileged analytics.
So is it like for one identity, identity access management, or for the safe password?
Uh, One
See,
identity safeguard manager.
okay. So,
Yeah.
okay, because this particular topics are for one identity, identity and access management.
Okay. Actually, but I am looking for one identity safeguard manager. So
Okay.
that's what I am checking. Like these topics are different. In that
Yeah.
tool, we have like SPP, SPS, SPA, and SPG like governance.
Okay. So, Geetika, I think
Is it
there
different
is,
both the tools?
yes, yes, yes. Both the tools are different. Like it is used for a different purpose, and one identity IAM is used for a different purpose. Like one identity has several tools. Like some are for IAM, some are for PAM, some are for
Yeah.
safeguarding password safes. So different tools we have.
So which I was referring that is IAM tool, one identity.
No, no, that is a safeguard tool. That is completely different
Yeah, safeguard.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Geetika, I think like there is some confusion because
Hey, Abhinav.
Geetika, you there? Yep.
Abhinav, sorry.
Yep.
Sorry to interrupt you guys, but yeah, based on your, I mean, thanks for showcasing the document and going over the steps. So basically, my requirement is what I guess that is what you're referring to here, because I am precisely looking for one identity access management. And like I'm about to onboard, like my project is starting from coming week. Actually, I mean, it is supposed to start this week, but it has turned out to be, there are a few changes, and they are onboarding me from next week. So my requirement is that I'm looking for an one identity IAM consultant who has work knowledge on Azure Active Directories, and also work experience on web services. So when I say web services, like within one identity, they're using different sort of web services. OAuth is one they're using. REST and SOAP, I guess too. That is what I heard. But that's pretty much of my requirement, Abhinav. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to, speak out in the beginning of our meeting here, but
Hmm.
yeah, that is what I have on my side. So, and I don't have in the past, I don't have one identity IAM experience. So this is my first project wherein I'm pitching in. But this is the requirement I have on my side, uh, Abhinav.
Okay. Basically, the thing is, Arish, that we can like we can discuss on that particular those particular topics, but the thing is that the labs that we'll be providing in those labs, we cannot work on the Azure Active Directory because for that we need a target system where we can do the hands-on part and we can check that if the sync and provisioning, deprovisioning, everything is working fine or not.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
have, yep,
I
yep.
understand that. Yeah, maybe once I get the access right, Abhinav. I mean, I'll talk to you. I'll speak to you. Those details offline. Maybe not here
Hmm.
in our meeting, but yeah, I'll go over with you. I understand what you're saying. Like maybe once I get access and stuff, maybe that is when we can reconnect, circle back, and work on those items, right?
Yes, yes.
If yeah, yeah, maybe we can go over that plan. Yeah, I understand. If you guys don't have that lab and stuff, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah,
have
we
the
can.
lab, but it's like we only have for the AD. So we'll
Acha.
be having AD. So over there we can see that how we configure a sync project on AD and how we
Mm-hmm,
do the
mm-hmm.
provisioning, deprovisioning, and everything.
Got it, got it. Understood.
Yeah. But
Uh,
it's the same thing only. Like AD
Hmm.
Azurity, it's different sources, but the configuration wise, how we use the sync editor and how we do the things, it's same.
So yeah, and one other thing, right? The responsibilities, like the day-to-day responsibilities, which I have to, take up are like, this is what I have like I have to integrate the 1am with Azure Active Directories, as I just spoke,
Hmm.
for the complete IAM structure. And also, I was doing some homework on my side on understanding IGA and GRC related concepts, like what are components, what is business role, right?
Hmm.
So these are the stuff which I was trying to understand on my side, identity governance and stuff. So that's one. And my main roles are like, I have to implement access requests and approval workflows. That is one. And have to configure and manage the, like the password management and authentication, and have to work on PAM activities, privileged account management activities. And I mean, it's more on, I would say it's more on 70% of admin side of role and 30% of development, where we have to extensively work on VB.NET, like just as you said. So that
Yeah.
is the requirement I have on my side, Abhinav,
So
where
one
I'm
more
I'm
thing, Harish, over here,
Mhm.
like for the
Mhm.
PAM privileged access management, are you again using this one identity, or is it CyberArk or some other tool?
It's purely one identity, purely
Okay.
completely one identity. Down the line, maybe in October or November, they are moving to SailPoint. They are migrating to SailPoint, but as of now, they are completely working on one identity only.
Okay.